Sports.
In the jukebox hall when the music's played.
Here on Main Street forever and a day, and very glad to be here.
Yes, it's always a great atmosphere down here. If you love to eat, they got some of the best breakfast. This is where I come to eat my sausage, gravy, biscuits, and it's country.
Always like biscuits and gravy like you would not believe. That would get me out all the time.
Yep. And of course, we got to talk about their legendary milkshakes here at the Soda Fountain. Like you said, they've been here for 94 years. They started in 1930, and what an iconic place here in Clinton.
You better believe it is. You always feel right at home, and you can get in the booth and just sit there and chat with people you've not seen in a while, and just talk about everything.
Absolutely. Well, Walt, let's talk. Let's move right on into recapping the games from last week. Not a great performance Friday night for our Dragons, but the good thing is that we're playoff bound, going down to McMinn County, and hopefully we'll come back with a win. And of course, we'll later on tonight we'll have Jason Hammock. We've got one of the cheerleading coaches, Tessa Holbrook, as she is on her farewell tour as a Dragon cheerleading coach.
Well, very nice indeed. The Dragons had a rough time of it against Heritage, 61-13, but it was a non-district matchup, non-region game, and the fact that the playoffs is a different story. I think they'll be more in tune for that one.
Yes, they will. And, of course, tonight we will have the student perspective with James David, and we'll put him on the microphone here just a few moments. But let's go ahead and let's talk about McMinn County. What should you expect from them, Walt?
Well, they're 5-5 on the year, and I think they're a little bit bigger than we are, but we're, of course, pretty small as far as the offensive line is concerned. But I think we match up fairly well with them, according to Coach Jason Hammock. And the all-time series is actually tied. And you go back, first time they met was in 1948. Clinton won 12-0. 1949, they lost 24-7. 1950, they lost 45-0. 1951 was all tied at 12-12. 1970, the Dragons won 20-6. 1971, they won 23-0. 1972, they lost 20-12. 1973, they won 9-0. 1974, they lost 26-6. And 1975, they lost 48-7. And actually, they picked up playing McMinn County last year for the first time in 48 years. They played them in 2023 and won 34-10 in the state playoffs, and of course won that one. Then they defeated Oak Ridge the following week, and then lost in the third round of the state championships last year. I'm just hoping they can do more of the same and beat McMinn County again. That would be nice.
Yes, and of course last year I was fortunate enough to be able to make that playoff game, and I think their color scheme kind of looks like the Missouri Tigers.
Yeah, they certainly do.
Yes, and of course, like I said, I'm expecting good things out of Clinton. I think that they like you said, they match up well. I think that if we can get our mindset right going in with a winning attitude, which I think Coach Jason Hammock will have these guys ready for Friday night. And of course, Jason will join us tonight as we'll interview him. We will interview, again, like I said, Tessa Holbrook as her farewell tour as the Clinton Dragons cheerleading coach. So this could possibly be our last game, but we want to bring her back home. Now, playoff-wise, if we go down to McMinn County, we win in McMinn County, would we have to go on the road, or would that secure us a home game?
I would have to sort it completely out, but the best I can figure, we would probably be still on the road because of our overall record. There's a possibility we'd be in the same bracket with playing Oak Ridge again. I mean, that's certainly a possibility.
Yep. Well, it's one game at a time, and again, we urge everybody come out, support our Clinton Dragons down in McMinn County. That's, right about an hour drive, Walt?
Yeah. It certainly is. McMinn County, in their last regular season game, defeated Walker Valley 37-6. Other games of interest from this past weekend: Anderson County over South Doyle 47-13. Also, Coalfield over Rockwood 55-13. Alcoa over Kingston 49-7. Harriman over Sunbright 51-0. Oak Ridge over Campbell County 34-3. Also, Lenore City over Carnes 37-6. Midway over Oakdale 50-14. Oliver Springs over Greenback 55-6. And Tellico Plains over Wartburg Central 50-8.
Wow, some interesting scores there. Some different margin. But I tell you what, the game last week that surprised me, I was looking for Powell to beat West, and unfortunately, Powell fell a little short against West, and of course, I got to miss that because I was at the Clinton Heritage game. But sounds like that it was a interesting ball game.
Well, the last three championships, Knoxville West 2 times and Powell one of those times in the last 3 years. So certainly a great matchup. Yes, I will definitely take one for sure. Mighty fine indeed from the fine folks at Hoskins Drugstore. Going to very much take care of us this evening.
Oh, Mary definitely knows how to serve up the food. You know, she's been serving those sausage and biscuits to me for many years here. So if you're out there listening, get down here tonight. We'll have candidate Rick Scarborough here later on tonight. And as Ron Meredith will be with us to cover the election results. But what we'll go ahead and do is want to go ahead and send it back to the studios with Melissa and take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back here at Hoskins at 111 North Main Street for the OEB Law Tuesday Night Sports Talk.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OEB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
Hello, this is Carol at Clinton True Value Home Center. We have been serving our customers for many years, and we are still here to serve you. We are a source for all projects, commercial and home use. Our September bargain of the month is Pennzoil, quarts of oil, tape rulers, wheelbarrows, primers, and more. We are located at 130 JD Industrial Parkway in Clinton, Tennessee. Our phone number is 865-457-1593.
This is Josh Reed, Clinton High School Athletic Director and Assistant Principal. I'd like to just take a moment to send a big thank you to Coach Tessa Holbrook for her dedication and years of service to Clinton High School. Clinton football and cheerleading community, thank you and wish you success in all your future endeavors.
This is Sadie Haney, captain of the cheer team, and I wanted to give a big thanks to Coach Tessa. Tessa has been my cheer coach since 6th grade, and I've learned a lot about who she is. Tessa is my biggest supporter. This being Tessa's last year of coaching is bittersweet. We all hate to see her go, but are forever grateful for all she has done over the years.
Powell Clint's Utility District wants to make your next home improvement a success. Their appliances are made with you in mind to update your kitchen, laundry room, and provide you with endless hot water. Want to improve your outdoor living? PCUD sells griddles, grills, and fire pits, all powered by natural gas, so you never have to fill a tank again. They also offer appliance installation and 0% financing added directly to your monthly bill. Visit PCUD Showroom in Rocky Top, their website at pcud.org, or call 865-426-2822 to learn more. PCUD is your natural gas provider.
Welcome back into the OEB Law Tuesday Night Sports Talk here on WYSH. We are live here at 111 North Main Street in Clinton, Hoskins. And again, we're going to interview a few people. But before we got started, of course, we had last week's guest was Darren Scarborough. And, of course, Darren's down here tonight. But some interesting facts about Darren. He ran in the marathon this past week.
Well, I'm quite amazed. I mean, that's 26 miles, and we need to get him on the air talking. I mean, you're talking about 40 miles. He does 40 miles every few days just to stay in shape to do that sort of thing. We need to get him.
We're trying to get him over here.
Darren Scarborough, we need over here, and yeah, we need to get him on the air.
Come on over here, Darren. Talk to us.
Matter of fact, we'll give him my headset, and you can go there.
What do you got? Live on WYSH AM 1380 FM 101.1, 99.5, Facebook, and all the other mediums. But Darren, welcome in.
Welcome here, Asper. Good to see you.
Hey, I just seen your post this past week. You had made a little trip. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about your trip?
Went to New York City with me and my brother Cecil, and I had entered the New York City Marathon this past Sunday. So kind of been going on since last December's when we entered it. So something I've been training for a while now.
Well, what a testimonial and the results that you've have made since you have been training. I was like, man, that's pretty impressive. I mean, that's something that you should be proud of. And of course, I think that you said that it was the doctor that motivated you. Is that correct?
Yes, it was. I got home last night about midnight, and my daughter Hayden kind of talked me into posting something, kind of, give somebody else maybe the inspiration to do something like that, because it was something a couple of years ago. I didn't feel ill, was not sick, just kind of went for my yearly physical, and my blood pressure was 220 over 120, and I didn't know that was bad. And they told me, they told me to lay down. I was like, why am I laying down for? She goes, you're in very serious possibility of a stroke. And I was, next thing I know, 2 hours later, I'm at Park West Hospital with doctors testing me and getting my butt, get it down, and scared me straight, literally. I mean, it scared me to death. Anxiety, stuff like that over the next 2 or 3 months. But I started the next day just walking, and got walking, then running 3 miles a day, 4 miles a day, 5 miles a day, and I'm almost now off medication altogether now. But it was one of those ordeals where it scared me to death, because I never had an IV before. I've never had a surgery before or nothing, so never had issues in my life. And all of a sudden, I'm in the emergency room, back in the room with doctors, checking me for x-rays, blood work, and everything. So, but now it's become an everyday thing now in my life.
Now, you lost quite a lot of weight since then. What was it?
About 50 pounds.
About 50
and
pounds.
I lost that in the first 6 months after that. So I've kept it right in the same area now for the last year or so.
What was the starting point like when you had to train yourself for you go
walking.
1, 2, 3 miles? You started walking.
Started walking 3 miles a day. It was just walking 3 miles a day at 50 minutes about, slow pace. It is every day, you can ask anybody who knows me. I very seldom skip a day. Just become a habit of doing it. And it's got an hour. If I miss a day, I kind of feel bad about it. I remember a few weeks ago, I was home by myself watching college football. And I was like, I'm going to take the day off. About 4 o'clock next time, I'm on a treadmill, running 5-6 miles that day. And it's something where, I tell people, there's some people I've got doing it with me now, but, there are days I don't feel right, don't want to do it, but I'll go run. And when I get done, I feel fabulous. I feel great. Tell everybody it's done me wonders. It makes me feel better. The stuff I'm doing now, I'll go run 5 or 6 miles and get done, go and take a shower, and I'll get in the car, go out to eat, go run around. I don't feel bad at all. The race itself, the first couple hours, I was exhausted, but after a couple hours, I was feeling pretty good, and went out to eat with brother Cecil. Cecil was my tour guide for the weekend in New York. I'd never been to New York before, so And Jasper, I know you know Cecil, so you can imagine the fun we had.
I seen his picture there with Randy Boyd, and I guess that you guys joined the watch party for the Vols.
Well,
what was that like?
I didn't even go. Cecil gets a reservation. He's so excited for his watch party in New York and 7:45 kickoff. I tell Cecil, I said, I can't go to that. I got to be up at 6 a.m. to go run a marathon. So he's gone about a half hour and sent me a picture of him, Randy Boyd. Randy Boyd runs it every year. I think he's run it 16 years in a row. And Cecil said, yeah, he wasn't there long. He left. I went back to his program. So Cecil had a good time by himself, but I sit in the room and watch the ball game myself there. So, but we had a great weekend together. Me and Cecil running around all weekend long. So, but it's a great experience. I tell everybody, if you're having problems, health, just start with, you got to start somewhere.
Right.
And that's where I started, and I see people now that don't, they see me now that kind of don't even recognize me. They're like, what have I done? What are you doing? And it's all been exercise and diet too. There's not been somebody asked me if I was on the, what's it called, those Ozempic shots and stuff like that. And I said, no, it's just diet and exercise. That's all I'm doing.
Diet and exercise.
Yeah. So.
Well, congratulations. I mean, it's very inspiring to see somebody local. And of course, I've known you for years growing up. Now, I was kidding you. I said, hey, you started in the top 5, but how many participants is there?
There was over 57,000.
57,000.
Yeah. I was kidding with Rick. I told him I beat 12,000 people, but I lost to 45,000. So,
hey, as long as you cross that finish line, that's what matters when it's big time like that. So.
Exactly.
But, hey, I appreciate you sitting down sharing that story with us. But is there any thoughts that you might want to leave somebody that may be having those same kind of challenges that you were faced with?
Just start. Start moving, start exercising. It's something I can tell people all the time. There was a Nike sign as we was getting on the ferry to go over to Staten Island, and it says, if you don't hate running a little, you don't love it. And I tell everybody, I don't like doing it. I do not like getting up and running 5 and 6 miles every Saturday and Sunday morning and during the week. But once I'm done doing it, I feel fantastic. And I tell everybody, just start moving. I promise you'll feel better. It's amazing when you go from double and triple XL clothes back down to wearing your high school clothes. So I remember one day, me and my daughter was moving some stuff, and she saw my old Letterman's jacket and made me put it on. And I was like, oh, that ain't going to fit. Feel like a glove. So if you just got to start, I told Hayden, and she, put on the post was, I never believed in mental health problems 2 years ago. I'm a man. I know I was a tough guy. There's no such thing as mental health. And I learned real quick. I took my knees on it. The best thing for it's exercise. Just start exercising. Get out and do something. Move. I run and walk everywhere, all over Oak Ridge, Clinton, treadmills. By the river in Oak Ridge a lot, and just you feel better.
How many hours a day do you put into it?
On the weekends, I'm usually a good hour and 15 minutes a day. During the week, was doing an hour. Football started, and that kind of put me off my training a little bit, but about 45 minutes during the week. On the weekends, I'll do about an hour and 15 minutes. And it don't take long. It don't take long. It's one of those things, once you get started, it's a habit. You got to start. Just got to start somewhere. So I promise you feel better.
Oh, good deal. Well, congratulations on finishing that.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you've made Clinton proud, and I'm sure you're going to be back next year.
I'm going to try to do it next year. I really am. That's the first thing Cecil asked me. And I said, yeah, I'll do it again. So
when's Cecil going to get that?
That won't happen. Cecil enjoyed. He went shopping while he was.
Was he trying to find you some running shoes?
He was literally out buying the fake Rolexes and the fake purses for all the girls in our families. It was kind of comical. When I got done, the stuff he showed me he bought. So, but we had a good time. Like I said, Jasper, Cecil, you can imagine how that went. So.
Oh yeah. Well, it looks like you guys enjoyed yourself. And again, thank you for coming on and sharing that, your success story with us. We need more of those in our town. But what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to have a 2-minute break. And I'm going to bring on Tessa Holbrook, the head coach of the Clinton Dragons, as we say farewell to her for her contribution as head coach. But we'll be back in 2 minutes with the OEB Y'all Tuesday Night Sports Talk live here at Hoskins.
Trucks, trucks, trucks. Are you in the market for a reliable truck? Look no further than 865 Autos. We've got trucks of all sizes and colors. Big trucks, little trucks, red trucks, blue trucks. We've got them all. With over 20 trucks in stock and ready to hit the road, finding your perfect match is easier than ever. Visit us today at 865autos.com or stop by our dealership in downtown Clinton, Tennessee. Drive away in the truck of your dreams from 865 Autos.
It's football time in Tennessee, and Hammer's Dry Goods is stocked up with game day clothing for the entire family. We're also receiving new shipments of clothing every day for hiking, fishing, and outdoor fun. Ladies and girls' boutique fashions are 25% off Hammer's regularly low marked prices. Check out our huge inventory of ladies' boutique style shoes and boots at discount prices. Come and see our complete fall line of ladies' fashion goods and accessories from Simply Southern. Select from a special purchase of comfort color sweatshirts, long sleeve tees, all at Hammer's low prices, and choose from our largest inventory of Wrangler ATG hiking and work pants. We also have stacks upon stacks of famous brand men's boots for $99. Visit Hammer's Facebook and Instagram for daily deals and new items. Come and see us at our new location in the big brick building right across from Anderson County High School, or visit our other locations in Sevierville, Wartburg, Halls, and New Tazewell. If you miss a day, you miss a bargain at Hammer's.
As a homeowner, I'm always looking for peace of mind, especially when I have a costly, unplanned expense, like a cooling system repair or replacement. That's when I turn to the eScore Quality Contractor Network. They're the pros who've been specially trained and approved by TVA and your local power company. The quality contractors are licensed and insured, so you can be assured the job will be done right and inspected for free. Contact your local power company or visit energyright.com to learn more.
Welcome back into the OEB Law Tuesday Night Sports Talk, live here at 111 North Main Street. We are here at the historic Hoskins Drug Store, been in business since 1930. And joining me here tonight is head coach for the Clinton cheerleading Dragons, Tessa Holbrook. Good evening, Tessa.
Thank you for having me. Good evening.
Now, I wanted to at least get you on. When I was talking to you later on in the week, you said, hey, this is my last year. I'm throwing in the towel. But let everybody know, how long have you been the head coach for the Clinton cheerleaders?
At Clinton High School, I've been there 5.5 years.
5.5 years. Well, talking with Josh Reed, the athletic director for the Clinton High School sports programs, he is he's very appreciative of what you have done. He said that you saved him a couple of times and you were taking on double role of coaching the high school and the middle school. What was that like?
So that was a little bit of a challenge for me, but I've been so blessed being in this community, coaching. I started out as a assistant coach, and then I went on to Clinton Middle assisting, and then head coach, and moving on to the high school, they needed help. And so instead of putting those kids there at the middle school on just a brief pause, I jumped in there and, practiced with the girls, and it was fun. I had them come over to the complex at the high school to me because I would be in practice with the high school girls, and about 7 minutes later I'd start with the middle school girls. So, but it was so much fun, and some of those girls that are freshmen this year got to experience that with me. And so at the end of that season, when I had to say goodbye to those girls, we did a little thing with a penny in their shoe, and they still to this day remember when I put the penny in their shoe and said I would always be with them, even after. So it's kind of fun to see that group of girls come in and have memories.
Yeah. And there's a lot that goes into that. A lot of people outside doesn't really understand what it takes to be a cheerleading coach, because you've got to put in the hours.
Absolutely. There's been many a times, even if I'm not really hands-on with the girls or my cheer family, I'm worried about them at night. Sometimes it's lack of sleep, it's all the things, but it's constant. If you're a coach, it is absolutely constantly in the back of your mind and in your heart, the kids. That's the first thing that comes to mind. And then, you think of the cheer families and really all the kids that are involved that I am, around. Football, basketball, soccer, all of it. When you're a coach, you think about all the kids, in the community.
Well, I know what impressed me last year is we were at the football game, and you were telling me that right after the game, you're hopping on the bus, you're going down to Nashville, you're going into competition. And that, I was like, man, they're going to have to be worn out. Going straight from a ball game on the bus for 4 to 5 hours. So,
yeah, actually, we're going into our comp season as we speak. This year has been a good year. The girls look really good this year, but it took the girls before this team to build a competition team. So we're 3 years in, and yes, these girls, for say Friday night playoff game, we're super excited about. Got a great opportunity. I'll let Coach Hammock kind of explain all that, but he gave us a great opportunity, and girls are pumped up about Friday night. But we have 8 a.m. practice on Saturday morning for competition.
Oh, wow.
So we have that going on at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning, and then we have showcase. And so, listen, cheer really don't get the compliments and the pat on the back that they deserve. It's really not me. It's these girls. They literally put in hours. I couldn't even calculate how many hours they put in. But I will say this, Coach Hammock, Coach Lockard, Alicia Phillips, Coach Phillips, and there's other coaches out there, just can't come to mind, but they always give the girls a pat on the back and thank them for everything they do. But sometimes our community forgets. These girls get it every single day, every weekend, every moment. They're in our community constantly. So it's a lot. Cheer is a lot, and they don't expect pats on the back. We are the spirit of the community in our school, and we have instilled that in our cheerleaders. So,
well, if there's any advice that when you turn the program over to the next person leading for those ranks, what advice would you give them?
For the new coach coming in?
Mm-hmm.
Well, kindness, patience, and love. Really, that's all they need. So, and honestly, this year I have 18 on the team, and you're not only coaching those 18 girls, you're coaching their parents. And so you got to be able to communicate to those parents as well and show leadership. So.
Absolutely. Well, we do appreciate you. We're going to miss you. Farewell to you. Hopefully we'll get a few more games that we will get to enjoy your leadership as the head coach of the Clinton Cheerleaders. But Tessa, good luck in your future, and I'm sure you're just going to be up the road here. So you can go ahead and tell them where you'll be.
I am. First of all, I want to say thank you to the community for your support for all these years, and my cheer family. Both of my assistants, I've had one last year, and I have one this year, and they've been amazing. I'm going to miss being on those sidelines, but you better believe I'll be in those stands for football, basketball, anything I can do to continue to support the cheer and athletic programs. I definitely will. Yes, I'll be right up the street. I am the new owner of North Main Studio. It's a hair salon. We have an esthetician. So if you need fundraising support, you come see me, and I'll be supporting them.
All right. And that's Tessa Holbrook. Thank you for your service. And what we'll do is we'll take a 3-minute break, and I will bring back Manny Ortiz, the field goal kicker for the Clinton Dragons. But you're listening to the OEB Law Tuesday Night Sports Talk here on WYSH.
Hi, I'm Tim Elrod. Over the years, you've heard us at OEB Law say, let us turn your wreck into a check. We still do that for many families, but I want to take the time to go beyond the slogan. I think I've learned over the years, and more every day, that the most important thing for an attorney to understand is the value of being a partner to you. When you and your family call an attorney, you're calling because you need some help. You need someone to pull alongside you and stand with you. We understand the process of the legal system. You probably don't. So it's our responsibility to keep you informed about every step of the process. You're going to have questions about what's going on. What's next? What do I need to know? Our responsibility is to guide you through the process with the information that you need, the answers to your questions, and the assurance that we have your back at OEB Law. You have my word. We stand with you because communication is key.
Stock number T1740, T1774, T1624, T1738 with Pro Credit after full factory rebate and Ray Varner Ford discount.
As the leaves fall and the stadium lights turn on, it's time to drive into the season with a vehicle built for change. Hi, I'm Ray Varner at Ray Varner Ford in Clinton. Whether it's tailgating, weekend road trips, or tackling the everyday grind, our lineup is ready to power through it all. Take charge in this 2024 Ford F-150 4x4 STX Super Crew, $46,994. Get out there and explore in this 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Big Ben 4x4 with tow package, $32,950 with 3.9% financing available. At Ray Varner Ford, you'll find performance, experience, and change you're looking for in this 2024 Ford Expedition XLT, available for $59,978 or choose 2.9% financing up to 72 months. Built for the game and built for life. The 24 F-250 4x4 Crew Cab STX, $57,888. Need car service? Visit our Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center today for all your car maintenance needs. Local you trust, a change you can afford. Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, I-75 exit 122, or shops online at rayvarnerford.com.
Who can make your car, truck, or automobile look brand new? Detail Pros. Who can help you protect your second largest investment, your automobile, from the harsh elements? Detail Pros.
Our ceramic coating comes with a 10-year coating, but with a lifetime warranty. We offer pickup delivery. We also have a loaner car program at no extra cost to our customers. Our website is detail-pros.com. 5-900-1901. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. We've been really blessed. All of our reviews were 5-star all the way. We haven't had any negative reviews, any negative feedback, because we want to make sure everybody leaves 100% satisfied. I'm Dwayne, owner-operator here at Detail Pros, and we guarantee that you'll be happy with your service and your experience here at Detail Pros. Detail-ProsTN.com. 865-900-1901.
Welcome back into the OEB Law Tuesday Night Sports Talk, live here at Hoskins Drugstore, 111 North Main Street. Been in business since 1930. It is a historic site here with the soda fountains. They've been serving up some barbecue sandwiches. Mary Dillman has brought me one out, and they are delicious. But joining us here is Clinton's field goal kicker, Manny Ortiz. Welcome in, Manny.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we were just talking a little bit off the air. You've never been on radio, but you said you wanted to shout out to a few people.
I want to shout out to Coach Hammock.
Coach Hammock. Okay. Well, I know that you've been taking on the field goal responsibility, but this year you are a senior?
Sophomore.
Sophomore.
Yes, sir.
So you've got a few years ahead of you. But I think your name is going to be well known in the record books for years to come for that field goal that you kicked over at Carnes just a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, sir.
How did you prepare for that?
I've been practicing really hard off season. Last year I wasn't really that good. It was my first time kicking, especially as a freshman. It was kind of hard, and I just worked really hard off season, and I just been practicing really hard.
Well, I mean, you've been faced with adversity. I mean, your coaches have the confidence in you, and they know that you're going to get better, like the Lenore City game.
Yes, sir.
And seeing you from the Lenore City game to the Carnes game, when watching, because I had the opportunity to watch you on the sidelines for your team to rally behind you in that game. So you made the difference of the outcome of the game.
Yes, sir.
And, I just want to congratulate you. I felt good for you. I felt good for the team. And not only for the team, but the community here in Clinton behind to see you to make that improvement from game to game. But let me ask you, Manny, who do you work directly with as coaches to help that does the coaching for you for your field goal kicking?
There's not really a coach to help me. I just do it by myself. But my Blaine Collins.
Blaine Collins.
Yeah, he's helped me a lot. He teaches me what to do and stuff. And it kind of did help me because I didn't really know how to kick, and he's kind of been my coach.
What made you want to say, hey, I want to be the field goal kicker for Clinton? What was the motivation?
Well, we didn't really have a kicker, so I just told Coach I could kick, and I wanted to try it.
Take on those responsibilities.
Yes, sir.
Just kind of ironic because back in the day, Coach Ron Brown, I lived overseas and went to a Department of Defense school and transferred back to Clinton. And that was the first thing he asked me. He said, hey, we're looking for a field goal kicker. You think you could kick? He thought maybe since I was down in the Caribbean that I played a lot of soccer. But that wasn't the case, man. I said, nah. I sat on the sidelines this year. So, but, I do want to commend you for that field goal kick. But what has been your longest field goal?
My longest field goal has been, it was from the 30, so I think it would be 40-yard. 40-yard field goal. Yes, sir.
And that kick over at Carnes, you could probably kick it from the 50, and that would have been good. So
yes,
what made you decide, hey, and what was it that Coach Hammock said to you before you went out there?
Well, I wasn't really ready for it, so he just told me to go out there, and I was like, all right. And then,
well, Coach Hammock told me he said that you said, I'm gonna put this thing right through the uprights, and that's what you did. So
yes, sir.
But now, if it comes down to a field goal this Friday night, are you prepared?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I am.
So you're willing to take on those responsibilities?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, let me ask you, who are some of your favorite coaches on that team? Who's helped you along the way?
Coaches, Coach Bird, and Coach Jay.
Coach Jay,
sir. And I forgot his name. I don't remember his name, but they both talk to me and stuff and just help me, especially after that field goal against I missed against Lenore City. They kind of helped me through that because I felt kind of bad.
Well, hey, you're only going to grow as you make mistakes. You got to learn from those. You got to press on, and that's what I see in you as a field goal kicker, is that you have overcome that adversity. You've got the mentality now, and you know what you're capable of doing.
Yes, sir.
And I know this coach right here has the confidence in that you will proceed to get better each year, year in, year out, and we have to see you on the field for the remainder of the year and next year as well.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything else you'd like to say or shout out to anybody?
The cheer team.
All right. Well, good deal. Well, Manny, thanks for coming on tonight.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate it. And go Dragons.
Yes, sir. Go Dragons.
What we're going to go ahead and do is take a 2-minute break, and I'm going to turn it over to Ron Meredith. Ron is going to, I think he's going to surprise me with a bonus check or something. I think that's right. But, we'll be back in 2 minutes with the OEB Law Tuesday Night Sports Talk extended edition here at 111 North Main Street, Hoskins. Come on out.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OEB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
This is Josh Reed, Clinton High School Athletic Director and Assistant Principal. I'd like to just take a moment to send a big thank you to Coach Tessa Holbrook for her dedication and years of service to Clinton High School. Clinton football and cheerleading community, thank you and wish you success in all your future endeavors.
This is Sadie Haney, captain of the cheer team, and I wanted to give a big thanks to Coach Tessa. Tessa has been my cheer coach since 6th grade, and I've learned a lot about who she is. Tessa is my biggest supporter. This being Tessa's last year of coaching is bittersweet. We all hate to see her go, but are forever grateful for all she has done over the years.
Nothing beats fall in East Tennessee, where the leaves change and adventures begin. Hi, I'm Ray Varner at Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, where our pre-owned vehicles are ready for all your travels. Experience power and performance in this 2018 Ford F-150 Crew Cab Lariat Sport 4x4 $29,770. Take on the outdoors with this 2018 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sahara 32,550. There's plenty of room to pack it all in this 2023 Ford Expedition 4x4 Limited 66,590. At Ray Varner Ford, we're dedicated to offering affordable prices. Check out this 2024 Ford Maverick XLT all-wheel drive, $31,990. Ease the stress from traveling to towing in this 2023 Ford F-150 XLT Crew Cab 4x4 low miles. Sale price, $47,995. Need car service? Visit our Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center today for all your car maintenance needs. Local you trust, pre-owned vehicles you can afford. Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, I-75 exit 122, or shop us online at rayvarnerford.com.
Ray Varner Ford.
Welcome into the OEB Sports Talk. I am not Jasper Young, nor am I Walt Stair, nor am I adept at sports other than watching them, but we're going to talk a little bit about them. However, one of my twin sons, James David, is here with us. Hi, James David.
What up, Dad?
So let's talk a little bit of football. Me and you talk this stuff anyway, a lot about UT, but we're going to talk about the Dragons right now. The game, I know you didn't get to go to the game, so you can't firsthand, but you understand what happened. You listened to the game.
I saw the score.
And you saw the score. Talk a little bit about, just from your perspective, from the students' perspective about the game, and then about what, we're going into the playoffs. We did this last year exactly the same. We went in, I'm not going to say squeaked in, but we came in on the bottom side, went all the way to the third round, and knocked Oak Ridge off. What a great thing this year. What do you think?
Well, first and foremost, starting with the Heritage game, when you look at the score, 61-13?
Yeah.
And you look at that, and with a young sophomore quarterback like that, our defense can't put him in a position to where he's got to put up
60 points.
Yes, to make it a game. Like, this team reminds me a lot of the Tennessee Volunteers team with a young quarterback, Nico Iamaliava.
Yeah.
Tennessee's defense, they hold it down and let Nico just do enough, and we win the game. And and a lot of times I've seen that in our defense this year, like our win over Carnes, 17-15, defensive game. Lenore City game, we came up short, but what was it, 14-15?
Yeah.
Defensive game. A lot of times when we're in the game and we fight through it, it's a defensive battle. And I think when our defense keeps our offense in it and lets our offense just do enough, I think that helps out a lot, and that's how we win games.
Do you know anything about McMinn County?
No, I don't. I'm going to be completely honest.
Okay, no, that's fine. I understand. But we're going into the first round of the playoffs. We're going to go up against McMinn County. We did this last year, and I'm not sure. Is it the first seed? Jasper would know. Walt, do you know? Was McMinn County, are they first? They're second seed. All right. They're second seed. So we're going up against the second seed.
5 overall.
5, okay, 5-5. So there you go. So sounds like that we have a fighting chance. And we're on the road, though.
I think we got a great chance. I think we got a good squad. We just got to play well and stick to the formula, you know what I mean?
How many of the boys on the team, folks on the team, also are dual athletes that will be on the basketball team? Do you have that number? Do you know?
I believe is it really 5? 5, according to him.
Okay.
I was thinking of about 3, but
Okay, that works. What do you see? Well, again, we're just guessing since you don't know McMinn County, and I don't either, so we'd just be guessing to see how far along we're going to get. But let me ask you this. The biggest thing, in my opinion, last year was the win over Oak Ridge. I think Walt would agree with that. I think a lot of people would agree with that. That was a tremendous victory. You've watched Oak Ridge, or you've at least watched the playbacks, stuff like that. What do you think of Oak Ridge this year?
Well, I mean, I think Oak Ridge is a great football team. I mean, they struggled early on the season, losing to AC, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
But they seem to kind of get it together at some points. I mean, after those losses, they played a really good game. Against us especially, they played great. I mean, their offense is a really, really good threat, and they've got a lot of really good receivers. So they're a really good football team. But I think we can hang in there with them just like we could hang in there with anybody else. I mean, we played great against them in the first half. Once again, defense held it down in the first half. They kept us in it, 21-14 if I'm correct. You know, they did enough to keep us in it, and they blew it out a little bit in the second half. But defense holds it down. We got a great chance against Oak Ridge. Defense wins championships.
Last thing, let's talk about Volunteers. Talk about the game last week, going up against Mississippi State. It is homecoming this week. Your brother's marching in all. He's marching to halftime. He's marching in all of it this week. So I didn't get to see. You didn't go to the Kentucky game, did you?
No, I did not. I was with you, Dad.
That's right. Duh. I get confused, man. There's so many of you running around. I don't know which one's which. So. But the halftime show was amazing. Did you see it with the lights and all the stuff? Did you see it online?
The pregame show?
Yeah.
Where they were,
yeah, I should have.
Yeah, that was really cool. Where they had the light up hats with the T. Yes. That was awesome.
All right, let's talk just a little bit about recap last week's Kentucky game and then a little bit about Mississippi State.
All right, cool. I thought, I feel like the Vols, we played another week with just an incomplete game. I feel like in the first half we had a lot of missed opportunities. 2 drop touchdown passes that should have been touchdowns. And when you look at those opportunities where we should have had touchdowns, if we get those touchdowns, that game is not really very competitive.
Yeah.
Tennessee is able to kind of pull things away. But with those missed opportunities and then those missed field goals on top of that, 0 for 3, Max Gilbert struggled. I love him. I think he's awesome. But he struggled. So, I mean, with all those missed opportunities in the first half, it kept Kentucky in it. A very incomplete first half like we've seen the last month or so. And then second half, once again, it was like a whole new ball club that we've seen since Arkansas over and over and over.
Yeah.
We came out, we didn't squander opportunities. We got the ball down the field, scored. Defense held it down as per usual. And we were able to squeak out with the win. And one last thing, how about Will Brooks with that interception? God, I love him. I love Will Brooks.
That was awesome.
I love Will Brooks.
Have you watched Mississippi State any this year?
I've seen little clips of Mississippi State. I mean, obviously, you look at Mississippi State's record overall and in the SEC, 2-7, and I believe they're 0-7 in the SEC.
Yeah.
They've really struggled. Maybe not 0-7. 0-7 or 0-6. I think they lost to a non-conference opponent. I think they've won an SEC game. So you look at that and you're like, oh, well.
And it's homecoming.
Yeah, I mean, you look at something like that and it makes you think, well, we're going to blow them out. But, I mean, it's an SEC opponent. And, I mean, you look at it and they've played some competitive ball games. I mean, they gave Georgia a hard time, which, I mean.
For a little while.
No, they only lost by 10 points to Georgia.
I know. Well, okay.
That's a good ball game.
I'm not going to argue with him on football.
That's a good ball game.
That's a good ball game.
So I mean,
give me a score.
What?
Give me a score.
Score to the game?
Score to the game. Homecoming, Tennessee versus Mississippi State Bulldogs. James David says.
I'm going to take Tennessee by 20. No, I'm not, because Tennessee is weird on me here lately. They don't want to play right. I'm going to take us by 17.
Tennessee
34. Hold on. I can't say 17 and then try to
add it. Just say by 20.
34-17.
All right, 34.
That's what I'm going to take.
There we go.
34-17.
That works. All right, we're going to take a break. This is the OEB Sports Talk Show. I'm Ron Meredith sitting in here with Walt Stair, Jasper Young, Rhonda Stair, James David Meredith, Tracy Meredith. Where's all the other kids? We got the whole hee-haw gang down here. We're going to be down here until 9 o'clock tonight, waiting on election returns. We're at Hoskins Drug Store. Hope you guys will come by and say hello. We'll be back in 2 minutes. This is AM 1380 WYSH.
our customers for many years, and we are still here to serve you. We are a source for all projects, commercial and home use. Our September bargain of the month is Pennzoil, quarts of oil, tape rulers, wheelbarrows, primers, and more. We are located at 130 JD Industrial Parkway in Clinton, Tennessee. Our phone number is 865-457-1593.
The Christmas shopping season is upon us, and here's a really good idea. Shop local. When you do that, you support local businesses that employ local people. Shylock's in Clinton. Local people serving local people. Now, here's something special that Shylock's is doing. They'll be giving away a Thanksgiving dinner on November 18th, and all you have to do is go in and register. No purchase required. One entry per day. You have to be at least 18. Shop local and register to win a Thanksgiving dinner at Shylock's Pond, 1204 Clinch Avenue in Clinton. 865-457-2960. And remember, if you need money, Shylock's has cash for you.
As the leaves fall and the stadium lights turn on, it's time to drive into the season with a vehicle built for change. Hi, I'm Ray Varner at Ray Varner Ford in Clinton. Whether it's tailgating, weekend road trips, or tackling the everyday grind, our lineup is ready to power through it all. Take charge in this 2024 Ford F-150 4x4 STX Super Crew, $46,994. Get out there and explore in this 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Big Ben 4x4 with tow package, $32,950 with 3.9% financing available. At Ray Varner Ford, you'll find performance, experience, and change you're looking for in this 2024 Ford Expedition XLT, available for $59,978 or choose 2.9% financing up to 72 months. Built for the game and built for life. The 24 F-250 4x4 Crew Cab STX, $57,888. Need car service? Visit our Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center today for all your car maintenance needs. Local you trust, a change you can afford. Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, I-75 exit 122, or shops online at rayvarnerford.com.
We're back here at Hoskins Drug Store in downtown Clinton. They've been around in 94 years, and we have with us now the head football coach of the Clinton High School Dragons, Coach Jason Hammock. Coach, difficult evening last Friday night, but you're getting ready for the playoffs, which that is certainly some good things to look forward to. But I guess your Dragons certainly will be more in tune this week. After last week really didn't mean as much, but now the playoffs, here we go.
Yeah, same story, different chapter, different year. We got the same matchup. Got a good day planned out. We're taking cheerleaders with us, the dance team with us. We're going to make a trip down to Sweetwater, have a good walkthrough. Going to stop at Ruby Tuesdays in Athens, have a good meal, and then head on to McMinn and go from there. You had Tessa on earlier. I can't say enough about the cheerleaders and dance team at Clinton High School. Me and Tessa have literally been friends since we were 5-6 years old. Probably before that. We're too old to remember that far back. But at the end of the day, we've been through thick and thin together. I support her. She supports me. Those cheerleaders travel with us home and away. They're cheering win or lose. They literally are the epitome of Dragon Spirit. And without those guys, we couldn't do nothing. Like she said, they're the unsung heroes. They never get any credit. So this week, they're going with us. We got a couple coach buses. We're bringing the dance team and cheer team along with us. We're going to feed them and everything to repay them. And just a small thank you for what they've done for us. This year, me in the interim position, they've been nothing but full support. I can't thank them enough. This is literally the bottom of the barrel of what I really owe them. But it's a great bunch of girls. And Tessa, she's moving on like me. She's kind of at her point in life. We're both opening businesses and doing our thing. We're at that age. We got to go make our money. It's our time to make money. And so we're going to try to do that at this point. But we'll both be supporting Dragons throughout the rest of the time, no matter what we're doing.
Coach, tell us about how you got here. You've got two big region wins that got you to third place and heading to the playoffs for the second year in a row. And tell us how this all came about.
Well, the top 4 teams from each district make it. And, of course, there's people out there that say, when you're 3-7, you don't deserve to be in the playoffs. Yes, that's right. I do read Coach T from time to time. I don't care. Couldn't care less what it says, but I think it's funny to read. At the end of the day, we don't make the rules, and we don't make the seeding. We don't make the who makes it, who don't. We win the right games, we get in it, and we go on from there. Last year, we had a 4-6 record. Maybe we should have deserved to be in there as well, but we still ended up making it to the quarterfinals. At the end of the day, anything we're doing in our town that these kids are being rewarded and bringing attention to our town, our school, and everything we're trying to do, it doesn't matter how we get there. If we get there and we're making some noise, then everybody should be behind us. And whether you are or not, it is what it is. We'll win with you. We'll lose without you. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. But I'm so proud of these kids this year. They had every opportunity to shut down, walk away, not play, not do anything. They believed in me. I believed in them. We all stuck together. We've done everything we could possibly do with the circumstances and everything that's surrounding Clinton High School this year. And I'm proud of them in their minds till the day I die. Once you play for me, you're my fam, and I got you. It is what it is.
Coach, tell us about your injury situation and what you know about McMinn County, which I know they're 5-5 and seeded number 2.
So McMinn, they're good. They got a kid on the offensive line. He's actually being recruited by Bama. Got another one recruited, and I think committed to ETSU. So they're a good football team. They play some good football down there in that area. As far as our health, you know, they were interviewing James David earlier, and he was talking about Oak Ridge. The beauty of it is right now, Clinton is probably the most healthy team in the area. We don't have a lot of major injuries. We're beat up and banged up from a 10-week season, especially a gauntlet NFL schedule that we've put on this year. But we're pretty healthy. Oak Ridge has lost about 4 to 5 starters offensively alone, I think. So they're pretty beat up. Lenore City's kind of in the same spot. I think they're down a couple starters. So, you know, if we can go out, the kids can execute the game plan, do exactly what we ask them to, and fight like they have all year. Friday night was just a bad night for us. But as a whole, these kids have fought this year. And anybody that's ever been to a game or watched it, that's one thing you can't deny of these kids. They fought their hind end off this year and done everything they possibly could. But, yeah, we got a fighting chance, man. We're going to go to McMinn, and we're going to put everything we got on the line. We're going to do what we got to do and go from there. Let the chips fall where they may.
Jasper, your thoughts?
Well, like I said, I've watched these kids been faced with a lot of adversity, and I think that they've bounced back. Just like I said in the interview with Manning, I mean, he had the weight on his shoulders.